everyone, this is Carrie from Stamp with CT. Time for our weekly quick tip video. So this week, August the 30th, we made a matchbook card on Facebook Live. And with this project, I had a focal image where I did second generation stamping. So it's just a very light and subtle floral image in the background with the sentiment stamped over it. This is a look that I really like, and I just wanted to share with you how you can get a little more mileage out of your investment of your ink pads, how you can get a couple of shades of the very same color. So we're not really making a project today, we're just going to work on this technique a little bit. So this is a Calypso Coral ink pad, and I'm just going to bring in some scrap pieces of cardstock. And I'm going to go ahead and ink up that same image that I used on the project. Flip that over. And I'm going to stamp it here, full strength, so first generation, and then again without re-inking. And that gives us that subtle image that we used in the background. Hope that shows up okay on camera. I'm going to stamp it in Azure Afternoon as well, because I think that's going to give us a little bit better look on camera. I think you're going to be able to see it better. So again, we'll ink it up full strength and stamp it down, and then immediately come over and stamp it again. And that shows how it just makes a subtle image in the background with that beautiful stamp. I love all the detail in that stamp. Now this really comes in handy when you're doing two-step stamping. So I did pull out the floral image from the awesome Color and Contour stamp set. This is one that carried over from last year's catalog, and I've used that stamp set a bunch. So on this one, you've got the outside and the inside image of the stamp. So let's go ahead and first ink this up. Now I want an extra little piece of cardstock that I can stamp off. So we're going to ink this up and stamp it off so we get some of that ink off, that first generation. And I'm going to come over here and stamp second generation. So very light and subtle again. This time I'll ink up the line image, and we'll do it full strength. Just right over that second generation, so you can see that you get both colors from one ink pad. Isn't that fun? Let's try that again with the Calypso Coral ink this time. Let me bring my chamois in, and we will clean off those stamps. But you know, this works with pretty much every color. And I may have to flip that over or use this other end here. So again, we'll stamp off. Get that subtle color. And then come in with the full strength and stamp over it. Now you don't have to really worry when you're doing two-step stamping. If it's easier for you to stamp the line image first, that's fine. You can do it either way. But just thought I would share some tips about how to use the second generation stamping, that second or sometimes even a third shade of ink, depending on how dark it is, how pigmented the color is. Sometimes you'll even get a third stamping from one inking of a stamp. Hope this tip is helpful, and I appreciate you watching. We'll see you again next week.